All right, what's up, everybody? Thank you for the like. I appreciate that over on the Facebook side. Welcome to the stream tonight. How's everybody doing? Hope you're all doing great. So, I got some food in the oven that I'm going to have to go grab shortly. So, I was hoping to just hang out, talk for a little bit before we jump into some games. So, I guess we survived, what was it? September 24th. The world was supposed to end again, right? Yay, we made it. What else is going on? Well, there's a local amusement park here in Pittsburgh called Kennywood, and what was it? Saturday? Yeah, Saturday night during their Halloween activities. They call it Fright Night or Fright Fest, one of the two, I forget. There was a shooting inside the park, which is pretty wild considering all of the security that they supposedly had at the gates to get in. Plus, not long ago, they installed brand new state of the art metal detectors. And yet, somehow, somebody got a gun into the park. And a lot of people are saying, telling the news, saying on social media that the metal detectors were turned off. The security at the gate had their back turned to the gate most of the time. And it's not just a few people looking for some spotlight. There's a lot of people saying the same stuff. And of course, Kennywood released a statement along the lines of, we take security very seriously and we will be looking into blah, 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 blah. You know how that goes. Just a big business releasing a statement, playing the game. Of course, they'll never admit if their security was lax. And of course, they'll never admit if the metal detectors were turned off or on. So that way, no one can say, oh, they're lying. They just won't answer the question. Now, I'm a believer that, the people or person that, put this whole plan together to take a gun into a family friendly amusement park should be held accountable. But the people at the park, the employees, management staff, all the way up the line to the ownership. Hey, thank you for the like, man. I appreciate that a lot. Um, everyone should be held accountable for their part in this, because if security wasn't paying attention, that's one thing. But security's not going to be able to see what you have on your person, what you know, this, that, and the other thing. But those metal detectors that everyone is saying were turned off, that's a big deal in my eyes. You know, that should be looked at very closely. And if the metal detectors were turned off, there should be a way to tell that, right? I mean, you can look at the video of the gates to see if people were walking through them, to see if they were lighting up at all to indicate someone was good to go into the park, or if someone had, you know, something on them, some metal of some sort. You know, they're metal detectors, so I would love to see the footage of the gate to the park to see if anybody got stopped and checked, to see if anybody got the wand run over them, because if not, then that would be an indicator that the metal detectors were off, right? I mean, that would be a fair assumption. If nobody was checked, if nobody was, had the wand run over them, um, I would say that the metal detectors were offline. But at the same time, this is a local amusement park, so people go there just for like a Saturday. Like they just go there, like just go to the park, and what I'm trying to get at is that people that live here know the protocols, and they know the safety things that are in place. So there's a very good chance that that gun that got into the park never even went through the gate. That it's literally just what, like an 8-foot fence around the park. Um, very easy to pass something over or under the fence to somebody, or just to drop it in there and then go pick it up yourself. I mean, it is very easy to do. So, this may have happened with, the top flight security of the world at the main gate, with the metal detectors on if they were off during this incident. I mean, even with the highest level of security protocols at the main gate, this act still could have been committed regardless. Because literally all you have to do is walk up to a certain part of the gate, and if you don't know where it's at, I'm not going to fill you in, but it's been there since I was in high school, and I'm 37. All you have to do is walk up to the 8-foot gate and chuck a backpack over. You don't even need anybody there to get it. You can go and get it yourself after you go through the gate. So it's a shame what people are doing and what the world's coming down to lately. And especially in this instance, but in most incidences of, shootings in a crowded space like this, um, like someone didn't go through all of this hassle and take a risk to get a gun into the park for no reason. They didn't do this for a just in case. This this was planned, and in instances like this, um, I have to question who would like. There's small children in there, not just like teenagers or 20 something year olds, but there's like toddlers in there, children in strollers. This is a family establishment, an amusement park, rides and mazes, and it's just crazy to think that someone felt that this was a good spot to do whatever they were planning on doing. And there's security everywhere, there's cops everywhere, there's cameras everywhere. So I would imagine that even some punk kid off the street would know that if you do this sort of thing in an amusement park, you're going to get caught. There's really no way around it. You're gonna go down for this, and it's just it's a shame that that person either didn't care or that somebody was ordered to do this by somebody else, some other organization, who knows. If there's one thing that life has given me, it's definitely trust issues. I mean, just look at the facts. Like, for someone to plan this, to do it at Kennywood, makes no sense. You're going to get caught. People will see you do this. And it makes no sense for a rational human being to do this sort of thing at a public place that is that crowded. So, I mean, I definitely have lots of questions, as I'm sure a lot of people do, as I'm sure the victims' families do. And it's a shame that those questions will never get answered because, at the very least, some organization is going to use this to try and prove some kind of point that they're making. And they're only going to let the information that they want come out publicly. Whatever information that they find out that serves as a means to the end that they're looking for. And I'm not even saying that it's like the government, blah, 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 this and that. But well, I'm also not saying that any organization took part in the planning or execution of this thing that happened, but somebody will use this. Hey, thank you for the like, man. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you for stopping through. Um, some organization will catch wind of this and they will blow it out of proportion. They will hide information that they don't want people to know, and they will release the information that helps them prove their point, that serves their purpose. And that's what's fucked up about it, is because the victims and the victims' families and the large group of people that are going through any amount of pain and or suffering due to this this incident. I mean, they may never have answers. They may never really know what happened. So, I mean, it's just a shame. I wish that people were more truthful, uh, more honest. And there's no way to put any spin on something like what happened to Kennywood. You need to figure out the answers, and you need to figure out what changes need to be made. And another thing that really bothers me about it is that Kennywood closed, will be closed for less than a week. Kennywood released a statement that said they are going to shut the gates until this coming Friday. And this incident happened last Saturday night. So, multiple people shot. Obviously, a huge. And the amusement park where it took place will only be closed for 6 days. Like, how does that make sense? I feel like 6 days isn't enough time to do a thorough investigation on what happened, let alone investigate what happened and make the changes necessary to prevent it from happening again. And I kind of feel like something or someone should step in and force the park to close until they can show that there have been major steps taken to prevent this from happening again and to keep their guests safe. It's I mean, 6 days. I mean, you can do a lot in 6 days, but taking into consideration the heinousness of is that a word? I don't know. Taking into event the savage, taking into account shit. I can't even talk right now. Get it together. Taking into account how savage the act was and how much planning it probably took to pull off. It, I don't feel like being closed for 6 days is anything more than showing the public that um, showing the public that at least you're acting like you're caring. You know what I mean? Just, if you just take the hours that the park was open on Saturday and all of the different cameras that are in the park. I mean, you have to inspect at minimum all of the security tapes from the entrances to see if one of the security guards didn't do their job, if one of the machines was broken, if the machines were even on, blah, 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 this and that. And, not only that, but then you have to look at the cameras from around the perimeter of the park. And I mean, this isn't a giant park, you know what I mean? Like, it's the amusement park is literally in the city. Like, it's not on a giant piece of land. I mean, it may be a city block, maybe a block and a half big, possibly 2 blocks. But it's all fenced in. So you're going to have to look at the tapes from all around the perimeter of the park to see where they threw a bag over, if they threw a bag over, who threw a bag over, who picked up the bag. There's a lot more questions than I feel can be answered in 6 days of being closed. So I don't know. Let's see. Um, I do have some food in the oven that I'm going to go grab real quick. If you just don't mind giving me a few seconds, few minutes, I'll be right back. Oh, okay, my fault. I'm back. Did you miss me? All right, sorry. I had some leftover Chinese food from last night that I had put in the oven when I got home from work. But anyway, if you're watching this and you're local in Pittsburgh, I hope that no one that you love was involved in that incident. And I feel like I've said my piece. And, well, not that it matters, but I said what I wanted to say, and now, I'm sure. Whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. So I do find it strange that on the same night that happened at Kennywood, there were random instances and random acts that took place in other states as well. I heard of at least 3 other ones that happened Saturday night on the same night as Kennywood. One was just like a random riot. Apparently, it was just no one knew why it started or what caused it. And I forget exactly where it was. But yeah, there was just a random ass riot on the same night as the big thing in Kennywood in a different state. Like, I'm pretty sure it was halfway across the country, too. So it's pretty odd that all of these big you know, big things happened on the same night. I find it very strange. Especially since these things that took place didn't happen in one area. They didn't happen close to each other. As far as people will tell you, they were not connected in any way. But yet they happened on the same night, around the same time. I'm just saying that it's strange. It was an odd coincidence, let's call it. But this is what they're saying, this is what they're telling. So, what are we going to know about it? We're going to know what they're saying and what they're telling. And that's it. And it's just kind of sad that no one's going to believe anything that doesn't come from a credible source. Hey, thank you for the like. I appreciate that over on the Facebook side. Oh, the new split already happened. Oh, shit. How long is the event still? Who knows? Well, let's try a little bit of ranked. On Storm Point, what do you think? Just go for some RP. Ranked with 2 randoms. Wish me luck.
Time to put some lead down range.
What you see is not what you get.
Listen and fight.
This is your champion.
Let old man Fusey show you ankle biters how we did it back in the day.
You're just another mark on my list.
I knew this would happen.
Hey, stay on me. I'm the jump master.
You've got to watch your back. You can't trust others to do it for you.
Are you a legend or a mouse? No. Mice at least know how to hide.
Truth is coming, and I won't be stopped.
With the jets, we're dropping hot. Let's go this way.
First blood. Should have seen that coming. 45 seconds. Rings far. Crafting, but keeping focus.
Attention, there is a new kill leader.
They found a new kill leader.
Helmet here. Level 2. Mind those headshots.
Got some materials.
Thank you. on. Ring's moving. Got an extended energy mag here. Level 2.
Laser sight here. Level 3. Attention. Delivering care package.
Care package.
Pick up materials. Got an Evo shield here. Level 2.
I need it.
Let's explore this way.
Got an extended energy mag here. Level 3.
My ultimate is ready to deploy.
Man, I haven't played Apex in a while. I gotta get back in the groove.
Backpack here. Level 2.
Thank you. There goes the champion. Shield recharging.
Taking a knee. Catching up.
Boy jumping.
Healing. Watch my back. Healing. Watch my back.
Patching myself up.
Ring's not close. Hustle up.
Looking for an extended sniper mag if you find one.
Eyes up. Incoming replica.
Avoided.
Healing. Give my shields a recharge.
Putting an eye in the sky. Switching to drone view. Watch my back. 조심하자. One squad nearby.
Heads up. New kill leader.
I'm recalling my drone. I found an extended energy magazine. Level 2.
Heads up. Ring's closing in 1.
I sniper ammo here.
Got an extended sniper mag here. Level 1. 45 seconds. Ring's far. Half the squads are left.
Seconds. The ring's close.
Yeah, the ring's catching up to us.
Care package touching down.
The all-seeing eye. 잘 보고 다녀. There are 2 squads near us. I'm recalling my drone.
Hostile spotted.
Target spotted. Double timing it. Give me a sec. Need a medic. Hostile. My marker.
They spotted me. I'm taking shots. Phasing.
Taking fire.
Next ring spawn. I'm down.
Broke even on that one. Ooh. Abu, thank you very much for the like. I appreciate that, bro.
Together, we will slaughter our enemies.
Where we're going? We don't need seatbelts.
Introducing your champion.
You may be stronger, but I'm smarter.
Land there if you know what's good for you.
Better lies below. I have materials for us. First blood. The battle begins. Evo shield here. Level 2.
Beginning ring countdown.
Give it to me. Long way to the ring. I'm not thanking you.
The ring is distant. Time is short. Evo shield here. Level 2. R301 here. Almost there. We are close to the ring.